I remember when our eldest child was born and I became a dad for the first time. Overnight, it felt like life became so busy and I wasn't getting enough sleep at night. I had a long commute to work. At the same time, we decided to buy a bigger house. And so we spent all of our spare time preparing new things and buying furniture for the home. As my kids grew older, I had to take them to weekend classes and birthday parties. And at times I used to feel like they had a better social life than I did. And all of this left me feeling exhausted, like there was never enough time for me to spend on myself or to spend time with my wife and cultivate our relationship as a couple. I remember always wishing if only I could have more time. And I'm sure this is a challenge that many of us face. In this lesson, we're going to focus on understanding our relationship with time. How can we make the best use of time? And is it possible to make time stand still? A wise man once asked a rich man, "What is the most precious and valuable thing you have?" The rich man extended out his arm and said, "This watch, which was given to me by my father on his deathbed." His last words were, "Take care of this, son. It's invaluable." The wise man smiled and asked, "Are you sure he meant the watch? Your watch may be expensive, but your time is priceless. You may be able to buy hundreds of watches in life, but it won't be able to buy you a single minute more." Most of us have wondered at some point, why do I never have enough time? The truth is, we all have exactly the same 24 hours in a day. No one has any more or less time than you. But it's how we use our time that becomes really important. Whether it's deadlines that we have to meet for our work or our studies, some of us care for others and have family responsibilities. It seems that we all have commitments that we can't get out of. And then on top of all of that, we have desires to do more enjoyable things with our time. So what do we mean when we ask for more time? Is it free time that we're looking for? I always think of free time as some moment in the future where there are no more commitments, when my kids are asleep and I've replied to all my messages and my emails. That's when I can sit back and enjoy myself. I tend to think that when I'm free, then I'll be fulfilled. But in my experience, there have been days when I've had all the time that I needed, but I've still not made the most of it. I got bored very quickly and I looked to fill my time with entertainment. And at the end of the day, I've still been unsatisfied, feeling like I've not done anything useful or enjoyable. Maybe we need to stop waiting to free our time and start fulfilling our time. Free time requires all the circumstances to change, to reach a point where there's no more responsibilities. But fulfilling time can be any moment where we're enjoying whatever we're doing. It's so easy to worry about what we spend our time on. Instead, how we cherish each moment is so much more important. So how do we go about achieving this? Regardless of what's happening right now, we need to question, can we be blissful and graceful right now? Can we speak and act in kindness? It's about not having your head in the future or worrying about escaping your commitments. It's about slowing down and becoming aware, allowing yourself to enjoy the present moment. Right now, as you're listening to me speak, see if you can enjoy the experience of breathing at the same time. I've found this to be such a fulfilling way to live, because I never know if I'm going to have this experience again. I may believe that I have another 40 or 50 years to live, but the truth is, I may have another 40 minutes. We assume that we have a lot of time in our life, but I found it more rewarding to think about how little time I have left. The Guru Granth Sahib teaches us, we are people of a single moment, and our final moment is unknown. Nanak pleads, "Let me serve that one to which life and breath belongs." O blind soul, consider this, how few days are left. An effective way to remember that our time is running out is to think of time as a currency. It's as though we're all born with a bag of coins and we get a unique amount. Some of us have more and some of us have less. But in every bag, there's a hole in it out of which the coins are falling out. Every day we have this currency called time that must be spent. But are we spending it wisely? In my own practice, I like to wake up every morning and remind myself that today could be my last day. And this is not me being morbid, it's me learning to remember to cherish every experience. And then I'll also have moments in my day where I'll treat each breath as the last one. And this allows me to be content and grateful without a care for the next breath. I'm sure you've heard people describe their experiences by saying, time stood still. And we've all had glimpses of this, like when we're staring at a beautiful sunset. It's so hard to recreate that because we spend so much of our lives reliving the past or worrying about the future. And when we do that, we completely miss what's happening in this moment. And this doesn't mean that we don't ever plan for the future. It means that we do it in such a way that we're not missing the present. Because the truth is, the future and past are just ideas in our mind. Now is the only thing that's real. And when we become totally present to the moment, it feels like time vanishes and then we're in bliss. So I want you to practice waking up every morning and thinking of your time as a currency that needs to be spent. Focus on how to best experience each moment regardless of whatever is happening. And now it's time for the questions again. What do you feel about how you spend your time? Is there a way for you to be more fulfilled throughout your day? Does being aware of your own limited time act as a motivator for you? What practices can you use to be more joyful in the present moment? Whenever you want to experience your own inner bliss, rather than thinking of freeing your time, focus on fulfilling your time. And I look forward to seeing you in the next lesson.